Many people messaged me last night about and thank you, by the way, about a video from at the chief, but it's spelled TH number three underscore CH13F. And in the video, he's talking about how there's been a quarantine situation at his school in Kentucky because somebody was overseas or something like that. And so I decided to do some digging to see what exactly is going on. Because, like, dude, it's not on the news. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. News meaning mainstream media, not just local. And this might take a couple of videos, so bear with me. In fact, I might have to do part of it on TikTok and just put the whole freaking full video on YouTube and link it in the comments. So bear with me here. Headline from Channel 10 News says student quarantined at Kentucky hospital diagnosed with hemorrhagic fever. A Union College spokesperson told WRIL that a student was quarantined in the ER at Barbourville ARH. The original story was published on January 14th and it was updated on January 15th. Staff at Barbourville ARH issued the quarantine shortly after the student came in for a physical. Dr. Joshua Cadets stated in an interview with WRIL that the student was quarantined with I'll get it out. Hemorrhagic fever. He had not left the county over winter break, but he did have family members visit him from overseas. So the chief is totally correct in that. And I'm certainly not trying to take away from at the chief's news story. I mean, we just need to know what's going on out here. And I certainly appreciate him putting the information out there because clearly our mainstream media, national, is not going to do that for us. So before I continue reading that news article to you, hemorrhagic fever is a group of infectious diseases that interfere with the blood's ability to clot. Requires a medical diagnosis, lab tests or imaging, always required. Short term, though, it resolves within days to weeks. Critical, though, it needs emergency care. Hemorrhagic fever is spread by contact with infected animals, people, or insects. Examples, insects, nice. Examples include Ebola and yellow fever. Avoiding mosquitoes and rodents can help prevent infection. Initial symptoms may include fever, fatigue, dizziness, and muscle aches. Treatment usually involves supportive care, symptom management, and close monitoring. Now let's switch back to the article. Neither the hospital nor the doctor nor the college believe that there's any chance for exposure or spreading of the illness. Staff members who treated the patient are being monitored. So you've got one dude or person that is quarantined. You've got the doctors that had treated that person before they even quarantined that person being monitored. And this thing is totally freaking contagious. But the hospital is saying, and the college, they don't believe there's any chance for exposure or spreading illness. So just sweep it under the rug. It's going to be okay. No, dude. The student is currently undergoing tests to further identify the actual virus, like which one it is. So far, all they know is that the student did not contract the Ebola virus, as has been speculated by Facebook posts, and it is not airborne. Okay, that's good to know because it didn't say shit about it being airborne in what I just read to you before I continued the article. Did you hear airborne? I didn't, but that's good to know. You know, insects and human contact and that kind of shit still apply, I think. On a good note, this whole thing resolves within days to weeks. That's at least what the internet's saying. So who really knows, you know? The hospital has confirmed there's a situation, but the hospital is operating normally. The Kentucky Department for Health and the hospital released joint statements saying they are working closely with local health departments and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to investigate a potential case of an infectious disease. Well, I hope they are working with the CDC. Not that they're going to tell us anything either. Philadelphia experiment, right? And it goes on to say, we want to assure Kentuckians we are aware of a potential infectious disease and are working to collaboratively with local hospitals as well as local, regional, and federal public health authorities to determine not only a possible cause of illness, but any steps that need to be taken to protect the health and well-being of our Commonwealth. Does that sound like it's not spreadable to you? It doesn't to me. It sounds to me like they're keeping an eye on it, which they should, absolutely. But it sounds to me like, again, somebody's trying to sweep it under the rug, more bullshit up your ass. But it shouldn't be that way. There's no word on if the entire town obviously is probably not quarantined or anything like that. It doesn't say anything about the college itself being quarantined, but they believe the threat to the general public to be extremely low. They believe they don't know that to be fact. So, wash your hands or whatever you need to do, dude. The college is located northeast of Williamsburg, just in case you were wondering where it's at. If I didn't find anything on this online today, I was totally prepared to get in my car and go down there and see what the frick is going on. Anyway, I'm going to link this on YouTube, and of course all social media outlets will have the full video and bizarrebus.com. And I'm going to continue to look forward to more news from the chief on the situation in the future. Thank you.